in 1988, Tinker Hatfield gifted the world the Air Jordan 3. And this is the sneaker that defined Jordan's brand ethos, dreams taking flight. And this is also the same year that MJ triumphed over Dominique Wilkins in the slam dunk contest, as well as South Korea hosted the Summer Olympics that year. Fast forward to 2018, Jordan Brand dropped the Air Jordan 3 Soul. And that sneaker was a love letter to those monumental moments. Now, in 2025, we get the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0. And this sneaker elevates that legacy with some premium craftsmanship with some subtle tweaks from its predecessor. So, sneaker fam, fragrance fam, or if you just love a good Jordan story, and my fellow collectors, stay tuned because this hype sneaker is a review you're going to want to watch.
B1 Fresh.
What's happening, Captain? What is going on, my people? It's your boy, KC, Soulful Sensei, and today I have another sneaker unboxing and review. We're talking about the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0 things, them Hango things. But before we get into these sneakers, my people, you can also follow me on IG at Soulful_Sensei. Each and every single day, I am probably posting something sneaker and fragrance related. So if you are interested in any of those topics, hit that subscribe button as well as hit that like button and engage with the page. But I'm not gonna hold y'all, my people, because we have to get into the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0. This sneaker is a follow-up to the ultra rare 2018 Air Jordan 3 Soul, its predecessor, a sneaker that paid homage to 1988, just like the 2018 pair. This pair is still limited, but with some subtle differences, and we gonna jump into it in just a second. Let go. Obviously, the sneakers are the star, but we got to talk about this box presentation right here because I am a sucker for box presentation, and this one is pretty cool. Right off the bat, it is a flip top. You see the Jordan Jumpman right in the middle in red, and it's like he's flying in clouds. It pretty much signifies the whole ethos with the Jordan 3 sneaker, which is your dreams taking flight. Flipping over to the bottom half of the box, it's gray and it does have this cement-like texture. And the size tag or the label reads Air Jordan 3 Retro OGSP, and the colorway is white, black, sport royal. And this is my size, me11. And then popping over the top, you are greeted with some luxury Korean wrapping paper that the sneakers come in. And it also had a little bow in here. I didn't mess up. I wanted to keep the whole presentation together in my receipt right there. I did win these at my local Sneaker Politics every first Sunday of every month. Sneaker Politics holds a shakeback event where they hold raffles for upcoming sneaker releases and things of that nature. And I was one of the lucky winners, and I got there early and I won one of the raffles, and I had to wait until these sneakers release, and I was able to pick up my pair at my local Sneaker Politics. So shout out Sneaker Politics, man. And each sneaker does come individually wrapped. I did take the left sneaker out. We're gonna get the right sneaker out, and we're gonna jump into the review. And that's pretty much it as far as the presentation goes, y'all. And we're gonna get these over here. I'm gonna get the top on the box right there, and we're gonna get into this review because these are nice. And these are what some would say is one of the most hyped sneakers of 2025.
What?
I don't know. You tell me, people. Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about these? Do you think these are hype? Do you think these are better than the original from 2018? Checking out the foundation right here. The outsole is that classic Air Jordan 3 rubber in a vintage white and gray combo with pops of blue and red nodding to the Korean flag, while staying true to the OG Air Jordan 3 color palettes. The midsole, it's the typical polyurethane in a vintage sail muslin shade, giving that perfectly worn retro aesthetic from the 2018 pair. Now that one had a crisp white midsole, but this aged look adds a little bit more character. And then you get the classic Jordan 3 stitching around the mud guard right there on the toe. Now, you also get the iconic visible air unit in the heel for that signature cushioning and the encapsulated air unit in the forefoot for extra bounce. This setup is pure Jordan 3 DNA. It's functional and it's fire. Are you feeling this vintage vibe? I know the cell aesthetic is done a little bit too much, but on this sneaker, piggybacking off of the 2018 pair, I think it's a vibe. Now, moving over to the upper, y'all, this is where the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0 goes ultra instinct. The base is this premium white leather. It's buttery soft with that Frankenstein stitching on the edges for that handcrafted feel. The elephant print, it's this shaggy suede on the heel and on the toe with that elevated texture, and the elephant print on here, it differentiates from the original 2018 pair. This one has a worn out gold effect to it, or a brownish effect to it on each part of the elephant print. Now, around the ankle collar, you've got that Korean flag inspired color with the blue here, and it has this texture here. It's like a fabric material. And then as you can see right here on the heel tab, it's kind of that sail or off-white color with the black Nike Air branding, which is still a steady nod to the OG pairs. And then moving over to the tongue and the laces, as you see here around the bottom 3 lace eyelets, you have blue here. And then on the middle 3 lace eyelets, you see some cell locks right there. The tongue is premium white leather. On the left sneaker, on the face of the tongue, you see the Korean flag stitched in there, and on the back half of this tongue, you see a little Korean character. On the right sneaker's tongue, you get the Jordan Jumpman stitched in black, and on the back side, you see another Korean character there as well. And like I said, the tongue is premium white leather. It's soft, it's plush. The sock liner of each sneaker is cloth, but it's kind of upscale, right? It has this silk or satin effect to it. It's red, but it has this, like I said, silk or satin effect to it. It feels soft, it feels plush. And moving over to the insole, let's see here. I'm gonna get this paper out. You get shoe tissue there. And then on Jordan 3s, typically we do get Dream Cell. Yep, Dream Cell with the white painted footbed with the black Nike Air branding. Now, compared to the 2018 pair, the suede elephant print, the satin-like sock liner, these are next level up, pretty much some subtle upgrades and some worn effects to it. I didn't point out earlier, you get a little pops of red in that heel air unit as well. All of this is pretty much some really good upgrades to this sneaker compared to the original. This is craftsmanship done right. Collectors, sneaker fam, if you cop this, what's the most premium sneaker in your rotation? Hit me down low in the comments. But when it comes to comfort, the Air Jordan 3 is untouchable. I've already stated this in my previous reviews, and the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0 is no exception. The air cushioning in the heel and in the forefoot are the most comfortable in the Jordan lineup. You can wear these dressed up, you can wear these dressed down all day long. They're going to retain its comfortability. And here's a fun tip. These were actually made to have that worn in feel on the first wear. So as far as for sizing, I would always recommend going true to size in Air Jordan 3s. These do fit like a glove. It molds to your foot over time. So my people, these are a solid 8.5 out of 10. These are built for the culture, the collectors, and the streets. Now, Jordan Brand did not slouch on these past few releases in the past couple of months, and the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0 did not fall short of that as well. From the luxury box presentation to the premium leather to the shaggy suede and the cultural details, this sneaker is what some would call a masterpiece. The nod to MJ's legacy, the 1988 Olympics, and the Korean culture makes it more than just a sneaker. Now, compared to its 2018 predecessor pair, the upgraded materials and age aesthetic push this release to the top tier as far as I would go. My 8.5 rating, I feel, is fair. These are one of the ones, my people. Did y'all get a dub? Did y'all get a nail? Let me know in the comments down below. Or did you just flat out pass on these? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. But that's a wrap, my people. If you love this deep dive, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you can be notified every single time that I drop a sneaker review. Follow me on Instagram for more sneaker and fragrance content. as well as check out my last review on the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Rodeo. But that's it, y'all. I'm KC Soulful Sensei. And remember, stay fragrant, stay fresh, but most importantly, keep that heat on feet. Peace.